And welcome to another episode of Guidelines for the Minority Young Man. I'm your host, Walter Webb. Sorry I haven't been on in a while, but I have been a little busy working. This is like my second job, second hobby. Well, today's topic I'm going to talk about for Guidelines for the Minority Young Man is going to be something that's a little out of order, but it's about young men taking advice. A lot of guys are getting ready to go through graduation this year, stepping into the world, and they have a lot of questions about a lot of things. Which way should I go? What should I do? Why don't my parents listen to me? Why don't they understand all the questions I'm trying to tell them? I know as a young man about to take that first step, there seems like a million roads to go down and not enough time to cover all the paths. So this is one of the most crucial points in your life. Not just your parents. You need to get information as a sounding board to find out what you really want to do. Now, in your life, things can change from day to day, week to week. Your life path is going to change. Everyone that writes everything down in a book, which I do, my book has never been followed 100%. There's always, I jump a page, I jump back a page, go forward. Sometimes I go back and look at the past to see so I don't make the same mistake again. So what I'm telling you young men, your parents, your mentors, or someone who you see as a relevant person that doesn't have bad moral judgment in all things is a good sounding board. The reason that your parents sound like they nag you a lot of the times is because for you, your parents don't know anything that you're going through. For your parents, they've already been to the future and know the path that you're about to take. As one of my friends had told me, a guy by the name of Steve said that being a parent is me telling my son, I've already been to the future and I'm back here to tell you what not to do wrong. Which is, I thought about that and that's how I feel for my sons also. So, parental advice can be very good, even if you don't want to hear it. They usually have your best interests at heart. I know you don't want to hear that. It's hard to swallow, and sometimes it seems like my parents do not understand what I'm going through. I want to join the military. I want to open a bake shop. I want to go be in the Olympics. I want to go to college. Well, have you done the things set forth in order to go to college? Have you done the things that you need to do in order to go to the military? These are questions that they're going to help ground your feet to walk the path that you want to go. Now, in taking information from people, i.e. like myself that I'm giving you now, go do your own research. You have one of the most smartest biological computers in your head. Don't just take word of mouth as it. Use your own common sense, your cognitive ability to listen to what people say and try to see if it makes sense. You have a brain. It's been developed over hundreds of thousands of years, and it's for a reason. It's called cognitive thinking. You're able to do that. So if someone tells you, everybody that goes in the military, they're gonna die because they step on a bomb every day. Does that sound like it really makes sense to you? Or if they say everyone who tries to open a restaurant always fails because they always run out of food so they can't get money. That didn't make sense. Now those were extreme examples I just used, but I wanted you to hear how some things that people could say sound like it's right, but could be less than truthful, or because they were scared to jump. Jump. This is the most exciting time in your life. You're picking a career path. I hope that career path will be filled with great, many things. So, from this episode of Guidelines for the Minority Young Man, not all advice is good advice, but do seek advice. People are your best sounding board. Parents, grandparents, mentors, pastors, clerics, whatever you need. Listen to all the advice, sit down with a piece of paper and write it all out. And then ask yourself, truthfully, what do you really want to do when you step into the world? What is your goal? Another episode of Guidelines for the Minority Young Man. Walter Webb, signing out.